Pause. Don't scroll. Something stirred in the heavens the instant you opened this. You didn't even notice, but as your eyes landed here, an angel murmured, "At last, they've arrived." God has been reaching out to you for some time now. You've felt it, haven't you? That quiet tug in your soul, that soft nudge in your heart. This moment is unique. Archangel Michael has been waiting precisely 45 minutes to reveal what's coming. If you dismiss this again, if you close it as you did before, something vital might slip away without notice. You might think skipping this is harmless. But what if I told you heaven paused time just for you to receive this message where you sit? Many overlook these signs, but you were chosen to encounter this specific message, not by chance, not by accident, but by divine timing. Something extraordinary is about to unfold in your life, something no one warned you about. And Michael says it's nearer than you realize. Do you know how many nights God saw your tears and stayed silent? Waiting for this very moment, you've asked for signs. But when they appear, you rush by them. Please, don't wound God by ignoring this again. Don't break his heart today. He's been preparing something for you, something unexpected, something sacred. But it hinges on what you do in the next few minutes. Comment Olam Dan Vevan below to affirm your connection, Michael says. Beloved, I've seen your heart's pain. I know you're weary, but you're closer than you think to the breakthrough you prayed for. There's a reason this message reached you today. Perhaps your spirit has been restless lately, sensing something approaching. Maybe sleep escaped you last night because your soul already knew. This is that moment, the one you've been feeling. It's not your imagination, it's real and unfolding faster than you expect. If chills run through you as you read, that's not the breeze, that's heaven confirming this is meant for you. If your soul feels like weeping, it's because it recalls something forgotten. God is whispering to you now. Can you hear it? No? That's fine, because Michael is here to interpret. He says, "Your name was etched in a golden scroll just 45 minutes ago. A divine decision was made about you, and you didn't even know. That's why this message couldn't wait. That's why God guided it to you. What's coming will transform your future in ways you never imagined. Someone from your past, yes. That person is thinking of you right now. They don't understand why, but their spirit is unsettled. Heaven is stirring their heart because something between you remains unresolved." Michael says, "You weren't meant to cross paths again until this moment was prepared, and now it is." Pause for a moment. Breathe. Look around. Does the air feel slightly different? That's not just a sensation, it's spiritual energy. Angels are encircling you right now. One stands just behind your left shoulder. Don't look. Just trust they're protecting you. Because tonight, a shift begins before you move forward. Take a moment to subscribe or follow, as Archangel Michael has more to share. Missing the next message could mean missing a miracle. Your screen didn't freeze this time. No distractions pulled you away. Heaven ensured your focus stayed locked. Don't betray that divine alignment. Something is about to knock on your life's door spiritually, emotionally, even physically. If you're not attentive, you might miss it, Michael says. A messenger from heaven is on the way. You can't see them, but they've already set out. I know this sounds intense, but have you wondered why you've been so restless lately? Why you feel a strange blend of fear and anticipation, like something big is nearing? But you can't explain it. That's your spiritual awakening, Michael says. You're not the same person you were. You're evolving rapidly. That's why people have been drifting away. That's why your emotions feel heavy. Your new season has arrived. Comment 303.3 below. To anchor this moment, God isn't angry with you, but He's been grieved. Grieved because you keep bypassing the messages meant to restore you. Grieved because you say you want change, but shy away from those who bring it. Grieved because He's trying to open a door, but you're still holding a lock that no longer fits. This message is your divine key. If you release it now, you'll step into a space filled with answers. Michael says something will happen in the next 7 days that may feel like a storm at first, sudden, swift, disorienting, but it's not an attack. It's a divine reset. A door will close with a force that shakes your life, but only because a greater one, long forgotten, is waiting. You're not losing your mind for feeling watched. You're not imagining the whispers in the night or the recurring dreams of the same person. Those aren't coincidences. Your spiritual radar is activating. Archangel Michael says their soul has called your name in your sleep. If you've been waking between 3:00 a.m. and 4:00 a.m., now you know why. Someone is about to reach out to you, maybe with a message or call. Their words will seem ordinary, but beneath them lies a hidden truth, a confession, a revelation that changes everything. Be ready, because if you close off too quickly, you'll miss the deeper message. Heaven is realigning your life's timeline to give you another chance. You weren't meant to have this opportunity again, but Michael pleaded with God to open the door once more. And God said yes, but only if you respond. Only if you open your spirit and let this message touch your heart, not just your screen. A loved one in heaven keeps speaking your name, over and over. A relative, someone you cherished deeply, they're watching and helped guide this message to you. That's why it feels so familiar. That's why your chest feels heavy now, not with sorrow, but with a spiritual reunion. You are not forgotten. You are being prepared. Now is the time. Take a slow breath, because what follows will reach deeper into your soul than anything you've read this year. Let Archangel Michael guide this moment. He stands beside you, not in fantasy, but in unseen reality. His wings shielding your energy as he whispers to your spirit. They don't know they're standing at the edge of a miracle. A miracle delayed for years because you weren't ready until now. But something shifted recently. A few days ago. Perhaps you felt different, more emotional, more aware, more sensitive. That wasn't random. That was your spiritual eyes opening. This message was meant to reach you only after that awakening. Heaven has been adjusting your life's timeline for this second chance. A loved one in heaven keeps mentioning your name. They helped bring this message to you, which is why your chest feels heavy, not sadness, but a spiritual reunion. You are not forgotten. You are being prepared. Now is the time. Comment 777 below to embrace this shift. Breathe slowly now, because what comes next will touch your soul deeply. Archangel Michael stands beside you, his wings enfolding your energy, whispering. They don't realize they're at the edge of a miracle. Not just any miracle, but one held back for years because you weren't ready until now. Something changed recently. Maybe you felt more emotional, more sensitive, more awake. That wasn't chance. That was your spiritual vision awakening. This message was timed for this moment of clarity. Michael says, "Beloved, what if I told you something you wept for last year is about to appear, but in a disguise? That's why this moment is critical. What's coming won't look like a blessing at first. You might be tempted to reject it, but Michael urges, don't dismiss it too quickly. The person, the opportunity, the change, it carries heaven's mark. You must discern it. Have you ever been so close to something good, only for it to collapse? That wasn't failure. It was divine protection. You weren't rejected, you were redirected. If that had stayed, it would have dimmed your light. God never wanted to lose the real you. That's why people left, why doors closed. Heaven knew you were destined for something greater than what you settled for. Right now, the angels are quiet but vigilant. Your spirit is listening differently today. You're open, and that's rare, that's powerful. When your spirit listens instead of your ego, God speaks loudest. Michael is sharing something few will ever hear. The storm you're in isn't to break you, it's to awaken you. Something has been hidden from you too long. Someone has concealed their feelings for years, watching from a distance, silenced by fear. But soon, heaven will compel them to speak. Their words will falter. Their eyes may glisten, but what they say will shake you. Be ready, be still, be discerning. Their truth is coming, Michael says. This person has dreamed of you more nights than you know. Every time they wake, they want to speak, but they hesitate. That's why you feel them suddenly. Why songs feel like memories. Why your chest tightens without reason. Their spirit is reaching for yours. Now, let's talk about money. God sees your worry. You smile for others, but He knows your hands tremble in private. Michael declares with authority, money will no longer steal your peace. Heaven is preparing a financial shift, but not as you expect. Something subtle, a letter, a contract. A call will seem small but unlock more than you can imagine. You'll look back at this message and say, that was the sign. Don't give up now, not when your name was spoken in a divine meeting 45 minutes ago. Comment 444 below to claim your destiny. Your full name was spoken, and God smiled, saying, my child still believes in love. That single truth changed everything. Heaven accelerates miracles for those who still believe. Even if it's just a flicker, you still have that spark. Even when doubt creeps in, even when you're tired, Michael sees your light and is ready to fight for it. Listen closely. This may sound strange, but your spirit will understand. You're not crazy for speaking to the sky alone. You're not imagining the feeling of being watched. You're not losing it when time feels warped lately. You're evolving, being called. Your heart feels pulled in two directions because heaven is separating the false from the true. Some people will leave your life. Suddenly don't beg them to stay. They were part of your preparation, not your destiny. Let them go with love. Someone is coming soon who will love you with such sincerity, it'll scare you at first, because you're not used to peace. Michael says this person was shaped for your soul. The connection will feel otherworldly, because it's not of this world, Don't rush. Don't chase. Stay open. Be kind. Be present. Heaven is sending something that will arrive on its own. If you're still reading, you're chosen. Not everyone was meant to find this message. Your patience proves your heart is still soft, that God can still use you for miracles. Michael has waited for this moment to whisper, "You are not too late. You are not too broken. You are right on time." Someone will contact you soon, their energy feeling off despite their casual words. Trust your intuition, there's something they're hiding. Don't fear, just observe. Heaven will give you the right words at the right time before you go. God awaits your response, not a grand gesture, just a moment of truth. If this message reached you, don't let it fade. Whisper to God, even silently. A tear is a melody to the angels. Say, "I received it. I'm ready. I believe." This is the moment the doors are opening. The angels are watching, and everything is about to shift. Your soul is listening, and Michael is still here, ready to finish what heaven began. The final part of this message seals the miracle, where prophecy becomes personal, where your life starts moving again. God is closer to you now than he's been in a long time. Something you did recently, an act of kindness, a refusal to give up, shifted the spiritual realm, Michael says. Heaven saw it. Immediately, things began realigning for your good. You're in a divine transaction, with unseen blessings assigned to your name. They're not visible yet, but they're coming. That ache in your chest, that stirring in your stomach, it's not anxiety. It's the spiritual realm moving in your favor. Comment, "I trust you" below to seal this moment. There's a place you're being asked to leave, a relationship, a mindset, a situation draining you. You know it already. You've just needed confirmation. This is it, heaven says. Walk away. You're not losing anything. You're being delivered. You're not being punished. You're being promoted. Michael urges you not to delay this choice again. Every past hesitation paused your blessing, not as punishment, but as protection. God won't give you something divine while you hold something harmful. You know what it is. Your hands weren't made to cling, they were made to receive. Open them now, because your miracle is eager to reach you. Michael leans close and says softly, "Heaven wants to reward your obedience, not your perfection. You don't need to be flawless. Just say yes to the right things and walk away from what dims your joy. That small act of courage will change everything. There's something you lost that still lingers in your thoughts, a person, a dream, a version of yourself. You've wondered if it'll return. Heaven says you won't regain what was lost, you'll receive something better. Better may look quieter, gentler, more stable. Don't mistake peace for dullness. Peace is sacred, and it's what God is bringing now, a peace that doesn't demand your suffering. That's why things are unraveling, why people show their true selves, why old cycles feel unbearable. Your soul has outgrown chaos. Your spirit craves calm. Michael says, peace is coming. Even if it arrives like a storm at first, say aloud, I am not alone. The enemy wants you to feel forgotten, but God never left in your darkest moments. Angels stood closest. Heaven often arrives in silence, in breath, in goosebumps, in messages like this. Someone has been watching you from the shadows, not with malice, but with divine love. They've loved you longer than you know, and soon heaven will bring their name forward, Michael says. Wait, don't rush. The truth will reveal itself. Let it come to you. This person is tied to your next level, hidden until now because you weren't healed enough to receive them. But you've grown. You're different. When the moment comes, their spirit will feel like home, like remembering rather than meeting. Don't give up. Don't shut down. Heaven is writing your name into blessings. God is speaking promises over your life. Archangel Michael guards your path, and this message is proof. If it touched you, whisper, "Thank you." Stay open, because tonight, something is coming, and your soul will be ready. Close your eyes briefly, not to escape, but to receive. Michael is still speaking. Beloved child, you stand on sacred ground. Don't fear the change. Don't flee the new. Don't dread the silence. In that stillness, God will speak, and you'll hear Him clearly. Comment 999 below to anchor this energy. Thank you for staying through every sacred word. That proves your heart is open, your spirit strong, your name marked with divine favor. This final part isn't just a message, it's a prophetic transfer. Once these words sink into your heart, your atmosphere will shift in real life quietly. Then suddenly, you're about to step into something your soul has always craved, something you forgot you desired. When it arrives, it'll feel familiar, like you've known it forever. That's heaven's way hiding the future in feelings you recognize, Michael says. When God is about to bless you, everything quiets, people leave, energy shifts, doors close. Don't panic. That's heaven preparing your miracle. Don't fight the silence, because something sacred is arriving. Time has felt strange lately because heaven bent it to ensure this message reached you before a specific hour. Michael says it had to arrive today, as a spiritual shift is scheduled for your life within hours. That's why you couldn't sleep, why you checked your phone aimlessly, why your mood wavered. Your spirit knew what your mind couldn't grasp. This isn't just comfort, it's an assignment. You're being called out of comfort into your divine purpose. Michael hands you spiritual keys to open real doors. Expect messages, unexpected people, coincidences too precise to dismiss. These are signs of alignment, leading to your promised season. But every blessing brings a test. Michael warns gently the enemy will try to distract you. After this message, you may feel tired or doubtful. That's how you know it's real. The enemy only attacks what holds power. If your mind spirals, pause, rebuke the lies. Anchor in this truth: you're not who you were. You're becoming who you were born to be. Your future holds laughter, purpose, passion, love that doesn't hurt, a home that feels safe, a life that fits your soul. You don't need to chase it, just align, flow, stay faithful. The person God has for you is healing now. Forgive their need for time. Heaven's timing is strategic. There's an object in your home near your bed, in a drawer tied to past pain. After this, find it, hold it, ask, does this reflect who I was or who I'm becoming? If it's the past, release it. Your future can't carry old weight, Michael says. Your energy must match your destiny. Breathe this with your heart. I am not behind. I am not cursed. I am exactly where God needs me. Say it again. Write it down. Let it sink in. This is a covenant. Comment 1212 below to embrace this shift. Heaven smiles. Michael lowers his sword. Angels sing your name softly in the spirit, and a gentle light forms around your future. You've passed the test of stillness. Now motion begins. The miracle is moving. By sunrise, something will feel different. You'll know why. Michael told you first. Let's complete this vow with power, love, and spiritual closure. Michael says, this one is ready. Heaven sought someone like you, someone who believes despite a wounded heart, who prays despite trembling hands, who opens divine messages despite the pain of hope. This reached you today because heaven's clock began counting down 45 minutes ago, not for drama, but for prophecy. You were meant to awaken, and you have, Michael says. They didn't miss it. They were delayed, not denied. That delay was preparation, not punishment. The thing you prayed for is coming, but in a better form, one that stays, that doesn't leave you confused or weary. Something unexpected will happen soon. Shocking not because it's bad, but because it's exactly what you needed without asking. Michael warns, be careful who you share this with. Some loved you broken, but will fade as you rise. Let them go. Their role was temporary. You weren't made to fit, you were made to lead. That's why you've always felt different. Why small talk drains you. It's not pride, it's spiritual growth. You're shifting frequencies. And it's not easy, but you're not alone. Someone in heaven, whose love remains, whispered your name to the angels, ensuring this message found you. They begged. Don't let them miss it again, heaven answered. This is their moment. The veil has lifted. Your spiritual GPS is recalibrating. Don't seek signs. This is the sign. Don't plead for peace. It's arriving. Don't fear losing people. The right ones stay, Michael says with certainty. If they trust this, their life will realign with their prayers. God has approved your miracle. You'll feel it in your sleep. Waking lighter. Dreams may intensify, not attacks, but messages. Your spiritual inbox is full, and downloads are beginning. You're changing frequencies, and it's not easy, but you're not alone. Someone in heaven ensured this message reached you. They whispered your name, asking for your protection. Heaven answered. This is their moment. The veil is lifted. Your spiritual GPS recalibrates. Don't seek signs. This is the sign. Don't plead for peace. It's arriving. Don't fear losing people. The right ones stay. Comment 1515 below to claim your victory. Michael says with divine certainty, if they trust this, their life will realign with their prayers. God has approved your miracle. You'll feel it in your sleep. Waking lighter. Dreams may intensify, not attacks, but messages. Your spiritual inbox is full. You're not weak, you're aligned. Your heart is opening, and God is stepping in. You will make it. Every pain, betrayal, or moment you thought would end you was allowed so you could stand here, ready to say, I'm still here, and I still believe, heaven says. That's enough. Now we begin. Close your eyes not to sleep, but to seal this moment. Michael lifts his sword toward heaven, saying your name aloud. Heaven listens, miracles respond. Your future shifts. You have an angel assigned to you, their presence growing clearer in dreams. Music, numbers, small moments whispering. You are loved. You are seen. You are protected. Open your heart. It's done. The old collapses. The new rises. The delay is over. Your next chapter isn't written in pain, it's written in glory. Michael smiles, saying, they listened, they stayed, they will be blessed. May this guide you, bless you, and remind you that heaven loves you deeply, truly, forever. Comment 1616 below to seal this energy. Let us complete this sacred echo where heaven leaves you with peace, not fear, with purpose, not pressure. Archangel Michael steps aside, for this final part comes from God Himself. My child, you reached the end of what most would lack the patience to read. That shows you're the one I've waited for. You don't just skim through life, you seek meaning. You don't just want answers, you crave truth. I've seen you cry while hiding from others, smile while breaking inside, whisper when alone. I never left you. Every delay carried my fingerprint. Every unanswered prayer had timing. Every closed door hid protection. Every time you felt like giving up, I was why you didn't. You think you're too late? Never. You think you're too broken? Not in my eyes. You think others are more favored? Not so. I chose you before the world began, before your tears, before your pain. I carved your name into this moment, where your spirit would pause and say, maybe God is speaking to me. Yes, I am. And I've waited for you to hear me without distraction. You don't need perfection or constant strength, just enough faith to say yes. That yes lets me shift your world. Someone watching your journey feels an urge to reach out, unaware why your name feels magnetic. I placed that in their spirit, softened their heart, and I'm preparing them to enter your life as a blessing. Not a burden. First, I needed to prepare you, to stretch your heart to receive something pure. Loneliness wasn't punishment, it was healing. You wept over silence, but it taught you to listen. You mourned betrayal, but it showed you who's real. You grieved delays, but they taught you to value the sacred. That's not loss, it's transformation. In the coming weeks, your life will change, not by force, but because I've spoken to the atmosphere. Winds will shift, moods will change, people will move. Suddenly, a divine break will open above you. That's your sign. Don't run, don't doubt. Walk boldly. Speak clearly, receive fully. You've waited long enough. You are the miracle. Michael watches with joy. Angels stand ready. Your ancestors whisper gratitude. Your destiny is unlocked. Take one final breath and whisper, I receive it. You've reached the holy moment, the beginning. Amen. Comment 1717 below to embrace your rise. Archangel Michael says, you must halt this immediately. This concerns the dwelling you call home. God is striving to reach you. Only 5 minutes remain. Open this now before 11 p.m. tonight. My beloved child, don't pass by. Stay until the end, for something immense awaits you this evening. Heaven leans near to speak into your spirit. Archangel Michael stands at the threshold of your house, bearing a message that cannot wait. He says, "You must stop this as soon as possible. There's something within the very walls you live in, something in the air of those rooms, something in the presence that lingers as you sleep. God has been calling your name time and again, but you haven't yet felt the weight of this holy interruption. Pause and stay with me, for a revelation is about to stir you in ways you never foresaw, inside your home. There are things you thought were ordinary, but Archangel Michael says they are far from ordinary. The photos on your walls, the corners you overlook, the quiet spaces where your thoughts drift, these hold echoes of heaven's voice. A sign is planted in your house, one you've missed. Heaven pleads with you. Now stop ignoring it. Stop walking past it, for God is saying, "I've been knocking at your door through every detail of your home, and I will not stay silent any longer. Don't skip, don't move, don't scroll. This is the moment you've been prepared for." Comment 111 below to affirm your connection. Every night you rest beneath this roof, your destiny whispers to you. Sometimes you wake suddenly in the dead of night, your spirit restless, your mind uneasy. That wasn't random, that wasn't chance. It was heaven's eternal call stirring your soul, saying, "This home you live in holds a secret. Archangel Michael has come by God's command to open your eyes. Pause and stay with me. If you turn away now, you'll miss the key hidden in your own house. This isn't about a stranger, a far-off place, or someone else's story. This is about your home, your roof, your floors, your doorway. The ground you walk on each morning and night is marked with a divine sign." Archangel Michael cries out, "Stop what you're doing and listen. Don't dismiss this any longer. Don't think it's small. The very place you call home is where God stands, waiting to reveal His message. Don't skip. Stay until the end. Something immense awaits you. And now, my beloved, hear this clearly. You have only 5 minutes left before this moment slips away. That's why Archangel Michael is urgent. Angels encircle your home right now. Heaven's clock is ticking, and this message must be received before 11 p.m. tonight. Your house isn't just a place to live, it's a canvas for a divine letter written from heaven. Every object, every sound, every silence is part of God's language to reach you. Pause and stay with me, for the unveiling is just beginning. My beloved child, don't skip, don't scroll, for what I'm about to reveal goes deeper than you think. Archangel Michael says this isn't just about a roof and walls, it's about the spiritual weight within the place you call home. God has sent signals through the air around you. Haven't you felt it? The sudden chills, the unexpected heaviness, the way silence sometimes speaks louder than words. These weren't random. They were God's fingerprints pressed into your home, urging you to notice. Stay with me until the end, for something immense awaits you inside your home. There are corners you rarely see, yet heaven has marked them. A forgotten drawer, an old note, a photo you thought was mere decor. Each holds a piece of the story God wants you to see. Archangel Michael says, "Stop ignoring these signs. Stop overlooking what's been placed before you. Within these walls lies a message that can shift your life's course. Don't skip, for every second you stay brings you closer to the truth. Sometimes you feel restless in one room or move to another to feel lighter. That's not by chance. Your home itself is speaking. God has shaped its atmosphere to guide you closer to His presence. Comment, "I believe in God" below to anchor this moment. Archangel Michael stands at your doorway, declaring, God has been knocking at your heart through the space you live in. You cannot delay. You must stop dismissing it. Pause and stay with me. For the deeper truth is about to unfold. My beloved child, you've prayed for answers, for direction, for clarity. Yet the answer lies within your home. Heaven's whispers have walked your halls, rested on your pillow, echoed in your living room. God says, I chose your home as a meeting place because I wanted you to know my presence is near, right where you live. Don't skip. Stay until the end. The greatest surprise of your life rests in the place you thought was ordinary. Archangel Michael commands with urgency before 11 p.m. tonight. Pay attention. Something in your home holds your breakthrough. Something around you carries your release. God has written a secret within your walls, and only those who stay until the end will see it revealed. This is why heaven cries out, why angels circle your home, why your spirit feels stirred even now. Pause and stay with me, for your revelation is at your doorstep. My beloved child, don't skip, don't scroll. Something immense is about to unfold. Archangel Michael steps closer, his wings brushing the edges of your room as he speaks. He says, This is the hour when hidden secrets will speak. What you thought was mere furniture, decoration, or clutter. Heaven calls a doorway. The unseen waits to be seen, and you need only listen until the end to grasp the full message. Inside your home, there's a space where you rarely linger, where time feels different. That space isn't just a corner, it's an altar of signs. A small object you deemed insignificant carries God's answer to your prayers. Archangel Michael says, Your home is chosen as a vessel of revelation. Look again. The answers you've sought are already here. Don't skip. Stay with me until the end. Something immense awaits you. Every night as you sleep, angels circle your bed, whispering your name. That urge to rearrange, to move something, to clean it was heaven aligning your atmosphere for what's coming. God says, I planted a key in your dwelling. This key will unlock what you thought was sealed. This key will heal what you thought was broken. Pause and stay with me. Don't scroll. This moment is holy, and you're the only one who hasn't yet realized it. My beloved, the place where you eat, sleep, pray, laugh, and cry carries your future. The walls you leaned on when weary have absorbed your prayers. The floors you walked barefoot have held your tears. Now heaven declares, it is time to release what's been stored. Archangel Michael isn't here to alarm you but to guide you, to show you what God has been revealing all along. Stay with me until the end. Something immense awaits you. As the clock nears 11 p.m. tonight, a spiritual window opens. If you pause, listen, and follow heaven's nudge, you'll see a shift, a breakthrough, a moment where the ordinary becomes extraordinary. God's voice echoes through your home even now. This is why Archangel Michael keeps saying, "Stop overlooking, stop doubting, stop delaying. Don't skip. Pause and stay with me. The unveiling is about to become undeniable." Comment 222 below to claim your breakthrough, my beloved child. Don't skip, don't scroll. The air around you isn't ordinary tonight. Archangel Michael has been sent to unveil what's been hidden in your home, he says. This is the moment of revelation. Your restless nights, your stirred spirit, it's because God wrote something in your walls that you were meant to see. Stay with me until the end, for something immense awaits you. Look carefully. My beloved, that corner where you never sit, that shelf you barely notice, that drawer you keep shut, heaven says these hold reminders of who you are and what's coming. It might be a paper, an old photo, a letter you tucked away. To you, it seems ordinary. To heaven, it's extraordinary. Archangel Michael says this is the sign you must not miss, the confirmation of God's whispers. Don't skip. Stay with me, for what comes next will astonish you. Even the rooms where you feel most at ease bear a mark. Have you wondered why some spaces feel peaceful, others heavy? That's not just emotion, it's God dividing your atmosphere, showing where His presence is strongest, Michael declares. God has touched your house, His presence has walked your rooms, His hand has marked your doorposts. Stop doubting, start believing what you feel. Pause and stay with me. Don't scroll, for this truth is yours alone. Now listen closely, for heaven is urgent. Before 11 p.m. tonight, walk slowly through your home. Look again at what you've ignored. That object, that photo, that letter, that corner. It will speak louder than a voice. God says, the answer you've wept for isn't outside. It's within your dwelling. I placed it here so you'd never miss it. Don't skip. Stay until the end. For the greatest surprise lies under your roof, my beloved child. This is why Archangel Michael says you must stop this as soon as possible. Stop overlooking. Stop dismissing. Stop treating lightly what heaven has marked as sacred. God chose your home as the place of His visitation. This is why every sound feels different tonight, why your heart races as you listen. Heaven draws near. Your miracle is within your house. Pause and stay with me, for the revelation unfolds now. My beloved child, don't skip, don't scroll, for what you're about to hear ties everything together. Archangel Michael stands in your living room, his presence brighter than fire, his voice like thunder yet filled with peace. He says, the house you live in isn't just shelter, it's an altar, a chosen place. God keeps trying to reach you because your home holds the memory of His promise. Don't move, don't scroll. Stay with me until the end. Something immense awaits you. Beloved, recall the first night you slept under this roof, the prayers you whispered in secret, the tears that fell on your pillow. Heaven caught them all. Your walls soaked in your words. Your floors carried your steps. Nothing was lost. Archangel Michael says, this house has stored your prayers like a vault, and now heaven is ready to open it. That's why God calls urgently before 11 p.m. tonight. Don't skip this moment. It's once in a lifetime. Even the smallest things in your home speak. That picture frame that catches your eye, that clock that ticks louder when you're deep in thought, that window where you pause to breathe, all are divine markers, God says. You asked for a sign, and I placed it where you'd see it every day in your home. Comment Amen below to seal this moment, Michael adds. Stop treating it as ordinary. Your miracle is hidden in the ordinary until your eyes open to it. Stay with me until the end. Don't scroll. The reason your heart feels heavy in one room and light in another is because heaven has divided the atmosphere. The place where you feel peace is where God has chosen to meet you. The place where you feel restless holds unfinished business prayers you paused, dreams you delayed, promises you nearly abandoned, God says. Return there, stand there again, for I am breathing new life where you thought all was lost. Don't skip, stay until the end, my beloved. Tonight before 11 p.m., when you walk through your house, heaven will walk with you. Angels will follow your steps. Archangel Michael says, pause where your spirit stirs, and you'll feel the breakthrough come alive. This is why the message is urgent, why heaven won't let you scroll away. Your answer is already here. Your miracle is planted. Your sign is written within the very home you live in. Pause and stay with me, for the climax is near. Something immense awaits you, my beloved child. Don't skip, don't scroll. This is the moment you've been waiting for. Archangel Michael now stands fully revealed in the center of your home, his voice steady, his eyes shining with heaven's light. He says, this is the hour of unlocking. Your house is the gate of your breakthrough. The place where you sleep, breathe, and pray is about to breathe back what you've poured out all these years. Stay with me until the end, for something immense awaits you. Beloved, God chose your home because He wanted you to know His presence is close. The walls around you have held your prayers, your hopes, your hidden tears. Tonight, before 11 p.m., heaven says, release what you've been holding. Look again at the places you've ignored. In that overlooked corner, that old box, that framed photo, that room you rarely enter, heaven has planted your confirmation. Don't skip, stay with me. Michael's message sharpens. You must stop this as soon as possible. Stop living as if nothing sacred is happening under your roof. Stop treating your home as just a place. God has made it a meeting point, a living altar. When you walk slowly through your rooms tonight, you'll feel a shift in the air. That's not your imagination. It's the presence of the one who sent me. Don't scroll. Don't move away. This is for you alone, my beloved. The angels circle your room even now. Their wings brush the ceiling. Their presence stirs your heart. The uneasiness you sometimes feel is heaven preparing you. The sudden peace is heaven comforting you. Both are signs God has been here all along, Michael says. Tonight, before the hour ends, pause, listen, and let God show you what He's been trying to tell you. Don't skip, stay until the end. And now the promise what you've prayed for in secret is about to manifest openly. The dream you thought was delayed will find you inside your own house. The sign you asked for will appear when you stop and notice, God says. I hid it here so you'd always know my presence is with you, Archangel Michael says. This is the time. Don't miss it. Your house is your gateway. Comment 333 below to embrace your promise. Pause and stay with me, for the atmosphere is already changing. Something immense awaits you. My beloved child, don't skip, don't scroll. This is the moment where everything you've heard becomes action. Archangel Michael stands beside you now, his hand gently reaching for yours as he speaks. He says, "This is the time to activate what heaven has planted in your home." The message isn't just to see, but to move, to respond, to claim what's yours. Stay until the end, for something immense awaits you. Beloved, tonight before 11 p.m., walk slowly through your home. Don't rush. Pause in each room and breathe deeply. Whisper a small prayer from your heart. As you do, heaven will open your spirit's eyes. That old photo, that folded note, that object you pass without noticing it will feel different. You'll sense a pull, a warmth, a stillness. That's the sign Archangel Michael was sent to reveal. Don't skip. Stay with me, Michael says. You must stop overlooking this as soon as possible. Stop passing by what God placed for you. Tonight is the hour of recognition. Heaven's clock is ticking, but this is your window. In this simple act of walking and noticing, you align with the promise God wrote into your home. What felt heavy will feel light. What seemed empty will begin to speak. Don't scroll. Stay with me, my beloved. As you take these steps, you're not alone. Angels move through your rooms ahead of you, touching the walls, lifting the atmosphere, removing what doesn't belong to your destiny. This is why your spirit stirs, why you're listening now. God's presence surrounds your house like a mantle, Michael says. As you pause and listen tonight, you'll feel it. You'll know you're not forgotten. Don't skip. Stay until the end. Then, beloved, stand still in the place that feels most peaceful and close your eyes. Whisper your deepest hope, your greatest prayer. Heaven says, "This is the moment of exchange. Here, I take what you've carried and give you what I've promised." In that quiet, you'll feel the shift. The weight will lift. The sign will become clear. Archangel Michael says, "This is how you activate the promise tonight. This is how you open the door to the miracle already waiting in your home." Pause and stay with me. The reveal is within reach. Something immense awaits you. My beloved child, don't skip, don't scroll. For now, heaven begins to move while you listen. Archangel Michael stands at the heart of your home, his wings stretched wide, his presence filling every corner. He says, "Now that you've walked, prayed, and noticed, the shift begins. Heaven is releasing what was hidden. The miracle you've waited for rises like dawn within your walls. Stay with me until the end, for something immense awaits you. Beloved, as you've followed this guidance, your home has become a living altar. The heaviness you once felt will lift. Rooms that seemed silent will feel warm and alive. Even now, you may sense a stillness, a glow, a subtle peace you can't explain. Michael whispers, "That's the evidence. That's the sign that God's presence has taken residence. Don't skip, don't scroll. Stay with me, for heaven isn't finished yet. Inside your home, angels are moving, touching old things and making them new, breathing on memories and turning them into promises, taking your hidden tears and planting them as seeds of blessing. God says, "This is your sign that what you prayed for in secret is being answered openly. The house where you wept will be the house where you rejoice." Don't skip, pause, and stay with me. Archangel Michael's voice grows softer yet stronger. This is why you were called to stop overlooking, why you had to act before 11 p.m. tonight, the moment you obeyed. The atmosphere began to change. My beloved, heaven says, your home is chosen as the birthplace of a new season. What you thought was delayed will show. What you thought was lost will be restored. What you thought was over will rise again. Don't scroll. Stay until the end. Now, beloved, stand still and listen to the quiet in your house. That quiet isn't emptiness, it's the hush before the breakthrough. The silence of heaven wrapping around you. It's the moment your prayers, faith, and home align. Comment "I trust in God" below to claim your shift, Archangel Michael says. Tonight, as you listen, heaven is at work. The miracle you thought was far is inside your walls. Pause and stay with me. Don't skip, don't scroll. For now we step into the most powerful moment. Archangel Michael is no longer just standing, he's moving through your home, declaring blessings over every room, every corner, every object. He says, "This is the release. What was locked is now open. What was delayed is now delivered. What was hidden is now revealed. Stay until the end, for something immense awaits you, beloved. Feel this truth. Your home is no longer just a place to live. It's the gate of heaven. The peace settling in isn't ordinary. It's divine confirmation. Things that felt stuck will begin to flow. Silence will turn to clarity. The weight you carried will lift, Michael declares. This house will no longer be heavy with unanswered questions. It will be filled with the answers you've waited for. Don't skip, pause, and stay with me. My beloved, the shift begins subtly but powerfully. Suddenly, opportunities will knock where doors were closed. Ideas will come in the rooms you sit in. People connected to your destiny will find their way to you. Why? Because God has marked your home as a beacon of light. Michael says the place where you felt ignored will now be the place of recognition. The house where you thought nothing was happening is where everything begins. Don't scroll. Stay until the end. And beloved, this miracle isn't just for a moment, it's for a new season. God says your home is chosen as the birthplace of your breakthrough, and everything connected to you will feel its impact. Family, relationships, finances, peace, all will align under this blessing. The roof above you covers not just your body, but your destiny. The floor beneath you carries not just your weight, but your future. Don't skip. Stay with me. Archangel Michael closes this with a promise when you wake tomorrow. Your house won't feel the same. You'll sense the change. You'll know heaven visited. And every time you recall this night, you'll know it was the turning point. My beloved, don't scroll away. Pause and stay with me. For your miracle isn't on its way. It's already entered your home and will never leave. My beloved child, don't skip, don't scroll. For now you stand at the peak of this revelation. Archangel Michael's voice thunders through your home, shaking the atmosphere with light, he says, "This is the final stage. What began in your house tonight will overflow into every area of your life. The miracle has entered your walls and will follow you wherever you go. Stay until the end, for something immense awaits you. Beloved, your home was the starting point, but your life is the destination. The blessing isn't confined to rooms and corners, it's meant to touch your destiny," Michael declares. The same God who marked your home is now marking your journey. As you step outside, doors will open. As you speak, hearts will listen. As you move, paths will clear. Don't skip, don't scroll, stay with me. For the glory of this moment cannot be contained. The ordinary days you thought were routine will sparkle with the extraordinary. A phone call that changes everything. A letter with unexpected news. A conversation that brings alignment, all will flow from the shift that began in your home. Heaven says, "Because you paid attention, because you stayed, I will release blessings that chase you down. Your house is the seed, but your life is the harvest." Pause and stay with me. My beloved, the angels that circled your home will walk with you outside, into places you feared, decisions you hesitated over, relationships you prayed for. Archangel Michael says, "The protection that surrounded your house now surrounds your steps. You'll walk under a covering no one can remove. Don't skip, stay until the end. And hear this promise, the transformation has begun. Your home is cleansed, blessed, and filled with peace from tonight forward. You'll notice a change not just in your rooms, but in your days." God says, "Your story has shifted, your atmosphere has shifted, your future has shifted." Comment 444 below to embrace your transformation. Michael declares, "This is the moment you'll look back on and say, 'Everything changed that night.' My beloved, pause and stay with me. For what has entered your home will not leave your life. Something immense has already begun and will only grow greater. My beloved child, don't skip, don't scroll. For now, heaven takes you deeper into the transformation of your spirit, your peace, your inner life. Archangel Michael's voice becomes softer yet stronger, filled with divine weight. He says, "The miracle in your home isn't just for your family or finances. It's for your soul. God has come close to give you rest, clarity, and unshakable peace. Stay until the end, for something immense awaits you. Beloved, you've carried battles in your mind no one else has seen, sleepless nights, silent tears, buried questions," God says. "Because my presence has filled your home, those battles will end. Restless thoughts will quiet. Heavy questions will find answers. Inner storms will turn to calm waters. Don't skip, for every word now shapes your spirit for what's next." Archangel Michael leans closer and whispers, "You are not alone. Every moment you felt abandoned, angels watched over you. Every time you thought no one understood, heaven listened. Every sigh you breathed was carried to God as prayer. That's why your home has shifted, so your inner world could shift. The peace now lingering in your rooms will live in your heart. Pause and stay with me. Don't scroll, beloved. As you step forward, you'll notice a difference in how you carry yourself. Anxiety that weighed you down will lose its grip. Confusion that clouded your path will fade, God says. You'll wake up lighter, speak stronger, move guided, Michael adds. This is the blessing of spiritual clarity. Knowing heaven is with you every step. Don't skip. Stay until the end. The transformation is permanent. God has touched not just your house, but your soul, writing His peace on your spirit like fire on stone, placing a shield over your mind that nothing can break. Michael declares, from this day forward, your inner life will no longer be a battlefield, but a sanctuary. You'll hear God's whispers, feel His presence, walk with His peace. My beloved, don't scroll away. Pause and stay with me, for your spirit has entered a new dimension of calm, clarity, and divine connection, my beloved child. Don't skip, don't scroll, for now heaven stretches the revelation to your entire destiny. Archangel Michael's voice resounds like a trumpet through your life. He says, what began in your house, touching your family, finances, and soul, now reaches into your future. The path ahead is rewritten. The destiny you feared was delayed is now accelerated. Stay until the end, for something immense awaits you. Beloved, every step from this night onward is under a new light. Roads that felt blocked will open wide. Places where you stumbled will now be steady, God says. I've gone ahead of you, cleared obstacles, set up divine appointments, aligned moments you can't yet see. Comment I receive it below to claim your destiny, Michael adds. You'll walk into rooms prepared for you, meet people who carry your next chapter, step through doors no one can shut. Don't skip, don't scroll, stay with me, my beloved. Doubts about your tomorrow will no longer hold you captive. Fear of what could go wrong will fade into certainty of what God has made right. Heaven says, your destiny is sealed in my presence. No force can undo it. No hand can erase it. No voice can silence it. Michael declares this is why your house had to shift. Your future needed unlocking. Stay until the end, for this is your turning point. Beloved, this blessing becomes generational. Your children, your family line, those who come after you will inherit this atmosphere of breakthrough. God says the choices you make tonight will ripple into the lives of those connected to you. Your home is the birthplace not only of your miracle, but of a legacy. Don't skip. Stay with me. And finally, Michael speaks with solemn joy. Beloved, your tomorrow won't look like your yesterday. You'll rise with strength, walk with courage, see with clarity. God's hand is upon you, and your destiny is no longer delayed. From this night, every day ahead is marked by favor. My beloved, don't skip, don't scroll, pause, and stay with me. For your entire future has been rewritten by the miracle that began in your home. My beloved child, don't skip, don't scroll, for this is the sealing of heaven's message. Archangel Michael's voice is steady like a river of light. He says, the message is complete, the revelation is delivered. What began in your home has touched your family, finances, soul, and destiny. Now it's sealed permanent, unshakable, undeniable. Stay until the end, for this is where heaven signs its promise over you. Beloved, listen carefully. God says, "What I've placed in your house tonight cannot be removed. No hand can take it. No voice can cancel it. No delay can weaken it. I've written my word into your walls, your future, your very breath," Michael adds. This is why you were urged to stay, to listen, to wait. This wasn't a passing message, it was a permanent shift. Don't skip, don't scroll, pause and stay with me. The angels that circled your rooms will remain with you, guarding your nights, strengthening your mornings, walking with you in every decision. The peace that entered your spirit won't leave. It will grow. The blessings that touched your family won't fade, they will multiply. The provision that entered your path won't dry up, it will overflow. Heaven says this isn't the end of a message, it's the beginning of a new life. Don't skip. Stay until the end. My beloved, know this truth: your house is marked, your destiny unlocked, your soul at peace, your future secure. Every prayer you thought forgotten has been answered in this single act of obedience: listening, staying, not skipping. Amen and amen.